my name's Laura Easterbrook. I've just been appointed to the new position at the Sunshine Coast Health Service as a clinical nurse consultant for adolescents and young adults, and that position's been funded by Wishlist. So this role's really important, and it's the first role of its type in our health service where we're going to look at the needs of young people experiencing complex and chronic health conditions and how they move through the health system. At the moment, those young people are often cared for on general adult wards or through adult outpatient services, and some of the younger end, the 14 to 16-year-olds, are cared for in children's services. But there's often a poor transition moving between those two services, which involves whole new teams, new wards, and different people to meet to be involved in your care. So part of this role is going to be looking at really smoothing that out for those young people, working out what's important to them and how we're going to keep them engaged in their healthcare right through that journey. They might be starting work, they might be doing new things at school, and health might not be the most important thing for them at that time, and unless we make it really accessible, friendly, and meet them where they're at on their terms to some extent, we'll really struggle to keep those young people engaged. It's really important for young people to stay engaged in their healthcare, particularly when they've got chronic and complex needs, because they need to know the teams that are going to help support them as they become more independent and their parents start to take a less active involvement sometimes and they start to be making decisions for themselves. They need to know how to meet their own health needs when they start moving out from home or being away from their families for longer periods, or they could end up back in the emergency department, and we really don't want that for them. This week it's International Adolescent Health Week, and we're celebrating that by launching this new position that's been funded by Wishlist as the clinical nurse consultant for adolescent and young adults, which is a really exciting project that we're going to undertake in the next 12 months in the Sunshine Coast Hospital and Health Service. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of the generous donors that have donated to Wishlist for this Giving Day, and encourage you all to continue to support the great projects that Wishlist allow us clinicians to do on a daily basis.